While fear of reptiles isn't something that everyone experiences, some scientists propose that certain fears could be encoded in our DNA over time as an evolutionary defense mechanism. In this case, genetic memory could be understood as the instinctual response to danger that gets passed down through generations. For instance, even if a child has never encountered a snake, they might show a heightened response to it simply because ancestors who were more cautious had a higher likelihood of survival. Though genetic memory is a hotly debated topic, what we do know for sure is humans are instinctively wired to be wary of animals that can harm them. This response, called neophobia, would have made people more likely to stay away from unfamiliar or potentially dangerous animals, including reptiles. And there is no shortage of dangerous reptiles. Crocodilomorphs of any kind, for example, are universally dangerous. I would never approach an alligator, for instance.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Also, I know these pictures look kind of photoshopped, but I swear to God they are not. That is all I wanted for my 16th birthday, to see alligators. It was the best day of my life. Venomous snakes are also high up on the don't touch list, given their ability to cause serious, sometimes permanent damage, and even death. I have little doubt that venomous snakes caused early humans a world of trouble, especially with no antivenom available. The millennial phrase, death noodle, was no joke to them. The religious ties to reptiles, specifically snakes, are also undeniable. A snake, in fact, is alleged to be the instigator of the fall of man, aka the creation of sin. Now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree in the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for God doth know in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. If you're wondering why he has legs, after Adam and Eve eat the forbidden fruit, God curses the serpent to crawl upon his belly for the rest of his days, which kind of implies he was not originally utilizing serpentine locomotion and was like walking with legs. Millions of Abrahamic-believing people are brought up with this story, so of course the connection between evil, terror, and impurity can be made between snakes and biblical serpents, and phobias can develop forth from that. Back in the day when I used to volunteer with my local herpetological society, I was showcasing a rat snake and a woman approached wanting to overcome her fear. The snake and I sat with her for a while, and she explained how her aunt solidified in her mind that snakes are evil, stemming from the biblical implications of serpents, and that her aunt would actually kill snakes whenever she came upon them, sometimes in front of her. This left her with an extremely panicked response when in the presence of, or even thinking about, snakes. It was an incredibly compelling interaction for me, especially when after 20 minutes she felt brave enough to pet the snake. It is all too common for snakes to be killed on the basis of their potential danger, even non-venomous ones. That's in part why herpetological outreach is so important. If someone can be educated about snakes, see them up close, and know what to expect, people's hearts can be open to react to a snake's presence with peace or indifference. There's also just this element of, an alligator is not a golden retriever. When we see something cute, the brain's dopamine system is activated. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in the brain's reward system. It's responsible for feelings of pleasure and motivation. There's also this thing called the Kindheitsschema, which was coined by Konrad Lorenz, who proposed that certain physical features in infants, like large eyes, a round face, and a chubby body, trigger caregiving responses in adults. This innate reaction is thought to be hardwired into the brain because it increases the chances of adults nurturing and protecting infants, which is crucial for the survival of a species. Now, animal people like us think all animals are cute. Ugly animals are especially cute. But not everyone is cut from that cloth. When something is desirable, or in this context, cute, we are more likely to afford it the benefit of the doubt. When that affinity is not there, like in many instances with reptiles, feelings of fear or disgust are more likely to arise. There's nothing inherently wrong with fearing certain animals. As we've noted, these fears have benefited us in the game of survival of the fittest many times. But also consider the one huge time we put that aside and domesticated wolves. We gained humankind's literal best friend. Not that we're gonna domesticate the Nile crocodile, but having some form of appreciation or respect in your heart for these animals can do the world more good than you know. Out of fear, many reptiles are killed for just existing in the proximity of humans. And it's plausible that the consensus of reptiles being scary and in the category of creepy crawlies has negatively affected or prevented the full breadth of conservation that could be occurring. Reptiles are some of the oldest creatures on Earth, with origins dating back more than 300 million years. They are descendants of the first land-dwelling vertebrates and have witnessed and survived many of Earth's mass extinctions. They were here long before us, and I figure they'll find a way to make it through after us. Reptiles are remarkable, and I cannot highlight enough how valuable they are to this planet. But if you clicked on this video because you yourself are afraid of reptiles, I implore you to stick around for the last few moments and do some exposure therapy. You're welcome. Bye!